we all knew there were two ways this was going to go, that the Dallas Cowboys championship season aspirations, the games that we've seen this year that led credence, from the opener in Tampa, where Dak came back and threw for over 400 yards and almost won that game. The game against the Washington football team just a few weeks ago, seeing them put up 50 against a Philadelphia Eagles team that wasn't playing their starters, but still you got to beat who's in front of you and get that momentum going. And this team had a 4,000-yard passer, and a 1,000-yard rusher, and a 1,000-yard receiver, and a 10-sack guy, and a 10-interception guy. And this is a championship quality team, and they were going to win this game and move forward and confirm the belief that this team could win the Super Bowl. That's one way it was going to go. And the other way it was going to go is that they were going to have a fever dream type nightmare day where it was full of self-inflicted wounds and mistakes, penalties, turnovers, and sacks. And this team would go down in the playoffs despite having a 4,000-yard passer and a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver and a 10-sack guy. Most of us. That was the latter, and it would be the latter, and it was the latter. That happened. We saw it yesterday. We saw the 49ers come in and hit the Dallas Cowboys in the mouth. I saw that one coming. I picked him. I thought it. Brockman picked him. He thought it. Many others thought it. Hit him in the mouth. 10-0 lead. 10-0 lead. And so much is discussed about the end of this game, and we will hit that in a moment. But don't forget, in advance, Cowboys didn't pick up their first down of the game until they were down 10-0. They didn't even have 120 yards total offense in the first half of this game. 49ers came in and hit them in the mouth, but the Cowboys defense kept on forcing them to settle for field goals, keeping this thing afoot for Dallas. And sure enough, the Jimmy G interception took place, and it changed everything. And this game, 16 minutes ago, the Dallas Cowboys down 16 with 16 minutes ago, and we were seeing all the sad Cowboy fans and the nervous Jones in their sweet shots. It started to change, started to switch. The Dallas Cowboys did score a touchdown off of that interception, and it was a tight game. A totally tight game. But the Cowboys have made too many mistakes. 14 penalties. 14 penalties. I repeat, 14 penalties they had in the game. And they still had a shot to win it. Because the 49ers were making some bizarre maneuvers, like, say, with this running game performing as well as possible, still throwing it with Jimmy G, playing with those pieces of fire. Don't forget, after they did get an interception, they handed it off to Deebo Samuel. He's so incredible. And they were running the football so well. And then on 4th and 1 at midfield with 6 and change to go, they punted. What was that all about? Well, the defense was balling out. Because sure enough, the Dallas Cowboys with a sack and 3 consecutive incompletions gave the ball back to San Francisco. And now all the Niners had to do was just burn all of Dallas's timeouts and get a couple first downs and end the game. And they got the first down by penalty. Randy Gregory mysteriously tackling the guy who's trying to block him. Tackled the offensive lineman. And that seemingly ended the game. All the Niners had to do was get a first down. And it looked like they did. Until they didn't. And Dallas got another shot. Because they respot the football properly. And for some reason, San Francisco decides to motion their best offensive lineman on a friggin' quarterback sneak. And Jimmy G snaps it too soon before Trent Williams is set. Now San Francisco's got to punt the ball. And they have to rescind the bye-byes that they were waving to all the Dallas faithful. What was that about? A fever dream on both sides broke out. And then Dak started making play. Nice little hook and ladder. A couple other plays where San Francisco was letting Dallas get out of bounds. And then suddenly San Francisco's like, you know what? D'Amico Ryan's a defensive coordinator with a few ticks left on the clock, no timeouts left for Dallas. You know what? We're just going to basically build two 49er walls on each side of the boundaries, you know? That's what we're just going to line up all our defenders on the sidelines and give you the middle of the field, and Dallas took it. Set the hook with that bait. No, there was no bait because Dallas was practicing this. They had it. They had the plan. They had the whole plan. The plan is for Dak to get as many yards as possible so they don't have to fling it from the 40-yard line, which, by the way, not a bad spot to fling it from. Okay? You know, not a bad spot to fling it from. But let's run it. But Dak's got to get down in time, then he doesn't get down in time. And remarkably, hands the ball to his own center spot. I didn't see the Nickelodeon game.
All right, guys. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me this playoff weekend. I believe the Titans and the Bengals are in there playing right now. I tried to watch that game, but God bless him, that game is so boring. My God. I couldn't do it. I'm like, oh my God. Hopefully the Green Bay and the 49er game would be a lot better, a lot more entertaining. Don't ask me who I'm going for because I don't know, and I really don't care. I'm an underdog type guy. I always go for the underdog. So let's just say that. Where should I start? Where should I begin? It's still so much. It's still so much. Now that all the smoke is clear and all the dust has settled. Has the dust settled? I don't think so. Because the Dallas Cowboy name, logo, everything about us is still out there in the media waves. We're still the #1 topic on the radio, on the ESPN, NFL. Everybody's still talking about us. Why? What is there to talk about? We lost. We're out. I can tell you what there is to talk about. Being a Cowboy fan should be a full-time job because we have to endure so much. There's so much to look forward to day by day. You never know what's going to happen. That's one thing I can say about Jerry Jones is he created this name, this brand, this logo to be #1. Yeah. To keep everybody talking about the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. What are the Dallas Cowboys going to do? Coaching changes. Fire. Let this guy go. Let this guy go. Fan base is guilty of it too. I've just been sitting back and just watching. Listen. I normally don't listen to the radio and everything like that. Other jabronis on YouTube, but I just had to sit back and watch and listen just to see what everybody is saying. Not that I care, I'm not going to lose any sleep or anything like that, but just out of curiosity, what everybody's talking about. And I've seen so many videos about the Dallas Cowboys losing. I've seen so many just the same shit. Dallas Cowboy fans throwing stuff at the refs and the players and all that stuff. I've seen that video revamped over and over and over again. I've seen the crying Dallas Cowboy girl, the African-American woman who's just got that look on her face and who's from Atlanta, Georgia, and traveled to AT&T Stadium because she's a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. So she spent airplane tickets and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how I be talking about the money and people investing and supporting and traveling with their team. That was her first NFL game, and they lost and played like that bullshit that we saw last Sunday or Saturday, whatever that was. So that's what I be talking about. I'm gonna get that. Everybody's in the news. They're talking about Jerry Jones being upset and his reaction. Every video on YouTube has the word reaction afterward, just so they can get a view. Everything is, even people that's not Cowboy fans are making spoof videos and stuff like that. And God bless them, but they just trying to get those views. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. So they're trying to come up off of the Cowboys. We lost. You shouldn't be worried about anybody else or any other fan base or what they're saying or what they're talking about. We're out. We're no longer a threat. But it's just sad. It's sad how small-minded, that's my favorite one of my favorite little sayings. Small-minded, how people can be. You know, you got people making other fan bases, making videos about Cowboy fans and all this stuff, you know, and like I said, God bless them, you know. A lot of them are kind of funny, you know. I mean, I'm like, damn, that's just funny, man, you know. But some of it's just like, really, you know, but it is what it is. That's the way of the world. That's the world that we live in. People feed off of negative energy. That's the only way of their existence. That's the only way they can survive. So the world wanting and waiting for the Dallas Cowboys to lose was, oh man, yeah, you know, and they care about what we're doing more than their own fan base. I'm sorry. They care. I'm like, I could care less. I haven't went on not one 49er fan base channel to see what they were talking about. I don't care. I'm not a 49er fan, you know, or whomever we faced, you know. But it's mind blowing. I've been watching the news and the fans, and I saw some people had footage on Cowboy fans fighting and all that shit, you know, fighting each other. Fighting each other. Because we lost. But it ain't nothing new. We've been losing. Yeah, I was still mad. You know, I'm still kind of coming off of it. But to see the fan reaction on the news and all the footage that they got, and fans fighting each other like it's the damn riots, the LA riots back in the day, and it's just sad, man. Like, I don't know whether to call that loyalty or just stupid. As a matter of fact, to me, that's stupid. That's just dumb. Like, it blows my mind. So not only that we have dysfunction in the Cowboys, we already know there's no mystery behind the Cowboys organization being dysfunctional. We've been dysfunctional ever since they fired Jimmy Johnson, even though we got a Super Bowl aftermath, but we've been dysfunctional since after 93. Somebody in the comment section said, this dude right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put him on blast since he wants the attention. Poor baby, bless his heart. He said, bro, Dallas is done. Why keep it going? I'm a grown ass man. This is a grown man channel. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Get it? You don't pay no bills around here. You don't wash no cars, cook no meals, change no diapers, drop kids off at school, put no gas in the car. You don't do none of that over here, dog. So if you don't like what you're hearing, you already know what to do. Unsubscribe. Not gonna lose no sleep, bro. So we'll go ahead and throw that out there, Mark Scott. Damn. But anyway, yeah, man, pretty sad. I listened to what Troy Aikman had to say. Troy Aikman's not happy. Troy Aikman has been happy for a long time. Troy Aikman is one of the Cowboys who've retired, Hall of Fame, 3 Super Bowl rings. Probably could have had more if Jimmy would have stuck around. Who was very disappointed in his team and who really speaks his mind about what's going on. I love Michael Irvin to death. He's very passionate. You know, I love the other guys. They're very passionate guys. The Cowboys, they're Hall of Famers. But they never have anything. They never have any productive criticism like Troy Aikman had. Troy Aikman to go ahead and say, hey, man, it starts from the top. Something's going on. Got to get rid of this guy. Got to get rid of that guy. Too many mistakes, too many penalties, you know. So I kind of like listening to him because he's a little bit more realistic than the other former Cowboys. Got love for all of them. No disrespect, but Troy Aikman is one that really, really throws it out there on the table and lets you know what's going on. Because Troy Aikman likes to win, and he loved to win back in the day, you know, yada, yada, yada. But I've had time to recover from the loss and just sit back and watch and think and, you know, just kind of let the storm blow over. And it is what it is, you know, with this organization, this team. We, us as fans have to realize that this is who we are. This is who the Dallas Cowboys are. And this is what we've been for the last 26 years, about to be 26 years. And another postseason, another Super Bowl without us in it. Like Rich Eisen just said, this team, we had high expectations for this team. On paper, roster-wise, we were loaded with talent. You know, we had Ezekiel Elliott, 1,000-yard rusher. We had Amari Cooper. We had 3 receivers, Gallup, you know, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper. The 2 tight ends that were, you know, really good. Not too good at blocking, but, you know, could be a security blanket for Dak Prescott. Offensive line was, you know, but, you know, we got Dak, you know, we'll get through that. But that didn't happen. All season long, we've been up and down, up and down. We've been beating the easy teams and being challenged by the more difficult teams. And we are who we are. The 12-5 record we had was the wrong report card. And I'm going to continue to stand by that statement. And it's hard when you're an older Cowboys fan, like myself and others, and you've seen the glory days back in the day. There's always that hope. There's always that hope. I'm just trying to talk to the fans that are out there that were just born in, you know, the millennials or maybe born in the 90s, you know, the babies out there that don't understand why we're Cowboy fans. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, we're Cowboy fans because that's who we are. We were born into that life. We love our city. We love our team. It starts with loving your city first. And then it starts with loving the sport. You know, I love football and loving the Cow. I'm going to support my team, my home-based team. And just like anybody, any other fan base with any other city or whatever, go ask them why they're Browns fans. Go ask them why they're, you know, Eagle fans and they only got 1 ring. Ask the, you know, Steelers, ask the Titans, ask the Falcons, go ask the Jets, you know, ask them why they're fans of their home team. Go ask them, knock on their doors, ring their phones, go on their live streams and ask them. We're just, this is who we are. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to go anywhere because somebody don't like what we said or because our team lost in the playoffs. And if that was the case, if you're looking for somebody to go run and hide, duck and hide, first of all, leave the channel. And then second, we would have done that a long time ago. We would have done it a long time ago back, you know, you see what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm hearing a lot of fans say, oh, I'm done with the Cowboys. I'm tired of this and da, 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 da. I get it. It's frustration. It's frustration. When we lost, I was like, I'm tired of this shit. I didn't go on a stretch of saying I'm done with the Cowboys because I'll never be done with the Cowboys, no matter how mad and frustrated I am. But I've said that I'm tired of this, meaning tired of going to the playoffs and having all these high expectations for these good quality players that we got, and being one of the best rosters on paper and all this stuff, and having all these big time money guys turn into magicians when the playoffs come. So that's why I said we should be called the Dallas Magicians, because we turn into magicians. Amari Cooper, where was he? D-Law, where was he? And these are big money. You get paid off performance, just like at your job. You do good for some years or whatever, maybe some of you maybe months, and they give you a raise. They don't give you a raise right off. You got to earn a raise. So you get paid off performance. You get paid off the assumption that you're going to play at a high level like this pretty much all the time. It's based off your level of play and your stats and what you've done for this organization and for the city of Dallas and the surrounding metroplex, whoever the fans are out there. So you got that big time money, you need to come with it. That's how we're on the outside. That's how we're looking at it. And I don't need a radio station and a master's degree to say that. You got to perform. When you're big time and you're noticed, and you got to show up. Troy Aikman said CeeDee Lamb was single covered pretty much the whole game, and he didn't touch the ball that many times. He said, man, Michael Irvin would have had 20-something receptions and maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns if that was him and Irvin out there. Because CeeDee Lamb was single covered, and they gave him so much cushion, so much respect, that he was open a lot of times. So there's something not right with this team. Well, we know that. But I'm just kind of reiterating. We need some dogs. Just as simple as that. We need guys that want to show up. And that was one of the words I said last week. I said, you got to execute. You got to show up. They didn't do those things. They act like they forgot how to play when it counts. When they act so. Matter of fact, no matter how high the stakes are, they act really nonchalant. They're just like, oh yeah, yeah. Oh okay. Oh, you want me to run and get open? Oh okay. You want me to run 5 yards and okay, yeah. All right. I'll think about it. That's what Amari Cooper was acting like. Like, say, man, it's game time. It's go time. We need you to do what you're getting paid for. If you can't do that, then the best advice I can give you is you got to roll, because you're a magician. It's time to vacate the premises. I don't want to go down the playlist and playbook. I'm not here to do all that. I will pick out some things here and there to talk about and discuss. Dak Prescott. This is a sensitive topic right here. Dak Prescott. Let's see. He said, come on, 1980. Coop is the only thing consistent on this damn team. Wow. Okay. If that's your opinion, okay. Now, I don't agree with that because where was he the other night? Where was Coop the other night? We needed him to be, like you say, consistent the other night. I needed to see him beat guys deep. I needed to see him do curl routes, slants. Man, I wanted to see Coop light it up. He's our Michael Irvin. I mean, he's not Michael Irvin. I'm not trying to say that, but he's our Michael Irvin. JJ, appreciate super chat, man. Not going. I'm gonna be so embarrassed as a Cowboy fan if. Yeah, I feel you on that one, dog. That's crazy right there. Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be messed up right there. But back what I was saying. When I made my video last week, it was off a team loss. It wasn't off an individual player. I'm just talking about Coop right now because he's one of the problems. One of the problems that one of the magicians that didn't show up last week. You can include Dak in on that too. I love Dak to death. I've supported Dak since day one. You can go back, if you don't believe me, go back and watch, go down my history, go back and watch some videos about Dak Prescott. How many videos I got on Dak Prescott, defending Dak Prescott. So, but Dak made some crucial mistakes last week, along with others. There was no running game. There was no trickery in the playbook. There was no aggressiveness in the playbook. Play calling was jacked up. Defense couldn't really make plays on defense, valuable plays that we needed. If the defense was so good, I keep hearing people, well, defense held them to 23 points. That ain't you hold somebody to 0 points. You don't hold nobody to 23 points. That's not holding anybody down. That's you. I mean, shit. We had 14 penalties. We had more penalty yards than we did rushing yards. It's just crazy how, when we lose, how this fan base turns on one another. Everybody's upset. Everybody's, hey, Cowboys family in the house. What's up? Either way, it is an issue. Always loyal for life to death. Go Cowboys. Yeah, I agree. Cowboys family, man. One of the hardest working families in YouTube. Appreciate y'all joining us or joining me. They're a really passionate bunch. They are. We used to do the round table together, man. That was some fun back in the day. I like that energy though. I like that fire. But sorry to say, but Jerry doesn't feel the same way we do. Now I repeat, Jerry doesn't feel the same way we do. If they talk about how mad Jerry is and all this stuff, if Jerry Jones was pissed off, man, lockers would be cleaned out left and right. Hey, man, you got to go. Yeah, you too. So Jerry isn't as passionate as we are, and that's the problem with the Dallas Cowboy organization. They've lost sight on, just like the Cowboy fans, they've lost sight on what matters, and it's winning. There's no other way. We care about views and subscribers and Cowboy apparel and who's rocking the best apparel and who's spending the most money at the Dallas Cowboy pro shops and who's ordering more stuff online and all that stuff. That's what they care about, and we're just helping them get richer. We're just helping them get richer. Let me Let me play this video for y'all. See if I can find it first. Y'all just bear with me. I was watching it. I've been watching it off and on. Let's see. Here we go. Y'all just bear with me, man. There it is right here.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids?
Damn ad.
And did you distribute it? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut things like original stuffed crust and more at pizzahut.com. No one out pizzas the hut.
Well, I can't skip the ad. I don't know. All right, guys. Before I play this, this is Songo's after the game. This video he made after the game, right after the game. And Songo is here's the reason why I started doing YouTube back in the day. He's done everything that everybody else is doing right now back in the day, like when YouTube first started. Like when internet, all that shit, he was doing live streams and collabs with people. He was actually damn near working for the Cowboys. He was interviewing Michael Irvin, all those guys, man, and doing all the footwork. And, he did a lot of groundwork to lay the foundation for YouTube, So, guys like him and Mike Mosh and Simus, those guys kind of started, but he's really the godfather of this. And every time he talks, I kind of listen. He's saying the exact same things I've been saying, for years and years and years and years. So I know y'all probably already seen it, but I just want to play it again so we can get a refresher on what this organization is. This video and what I've said pretty much sums up this organization. Ride or die Cowboy, all that stuff is fine, but this is it, when you're thinking about riding and dying and all that stuff, man. Listen to this first. I'm boiling for Rant. My mind, as we're watching this football game, my mind is going crazy in case we lose this game and the way we lost it on that last play. Guys, if you don't know what's our problem for the last 25 years, I don't think you've been watching our games. We are a defunct organization. We hire bad coaches. We support bad coaches. We hired Jason Garrett when there was no reason to hire Jason Garrett. We hired Jason Garrett and told everybody else you're stupid for thinking we shouldn't hire Jason Garrett. We hired Jason Garrett. We kept his offense for 10, 12, 15 years or however long. We kept Jason Garrett's offense. And then we fired Jason Garrett and we kept Jason Garrett's boy, Kellen Moore. We kept Jason Garrett's boy, who he trained, him and Scott Linehan, two horrible hires. Scott Linehan was one of the worst coaches ever to be in the NFL, and Jason Garrett is holding his hand. We hired both of them, and they trained Kellen Moore. And you know what we are? We're a hype machine. Because that Kellen Moore, we hyped him up. We hyped him up. I'll do a video. We hyped Kellen Moore up. We hyped him up to where he's out there getting all kind of head coaching job interviews. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's running that fake Jason Garrett offense that for 20 years has been doing nothing but generating stats and beating bad teams. But when you come up against a team that shows you some kind of defense, you can't adjust. And that has been us
exactly who we are. I've been in the crypto. I've been in the cryptocurrency for the last 2 years or whatever. And there are some coins that people call, I won't say the word, but crack coins. And what crack coins do, they pump up a business. They pump up a business to get you to put money in the business over and over and over. And they take the money. Yep. If you tell me the Dallas Cowboys ain't a crack coin, well, all they do is take your money and take your money and take your money and take your money and take your money. You are providing a lifestyle for Jerry Jones and the Jones family. Yep. You are providing a lifestyle for them, and they give you nothing
in return.
It's enough.
It's enough, man.
This year, with all the talent that we have, come on, man.
Yep.
We still are so defunct as an organization that we can't have our players ready and prepared to play football against a team that barely got into the playoffs.
It's all about this, man.
We didn't lose against Tom Brady today, man. We didn't lose against Aaron Rodgers. We didn't lose against the number 1 seed. We didn't lose against the number 2 seed. We didn't have 3 seed. We out. We didn't have 3 seed and we out. Because we are a bad franchise that is determined to take your money, and they do it year after year. Year after year. And produces nothing.
Yeah.
And like I told the people in this chat, there's not one business in this world. Jerry Jones, there's not one business in the you're a businessman, Jerry Jones. There's not one business in the world where the owner or the president produces nothing for 25 years and he keeps his job. Jerry Jones, get out.
Tired of your bullshit, man.
You see, I barely made videos this year. Look at me. Probably the last video was a month ago. I don't care about the Cowboys no more because of that. Because of that.
Yep.
Boycott. It's not even a boycott. You just get sick of it.
Yeah.
It's not even a boycott. You get sick of giving everything. Find this. Oh, Merry Christmas. I got a new Dallas stuff. I got a new Dallas hat. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me season tickets to the Cowboys. Merry Christmas. For what?
Yep. To see that bullshit. Yep.
For entertainment.
Man, I feel like I'm listening to myself.
But hoping to be in a good football team is tough because that's not happening.
Nah.
I know I haven't. All right, guys.
That's it, man. I wanted y'all to hear that, man, just in case you haven't heard it. It sounds like me. I mean, hey, Jorge, appreciate the super chat, brother. Common denominator of all these losing years, bad coaching, bad players, bad quarter. Exactly right, brother. Hey, appreciate y'all coming in, man. Y'all are just coming in. Yeah, that was Songo, man. He's the Godfather, you know. Ain't nothing about him false. Ain't nothing. What the hell is this? Who is this, man? Somebody blocked this dude. How the hell? I got him. Don't worry about it. I got it. It's cool. I ain't got time for that. That's why I'm making this video today. I don't want to get off subject. I don't want to rant on and on and on about a lot of nonsense that you guys have already aware of, already know. We've been supporting this team for so long. And this is what we get in return. This disappointment, you know, it's just this loyalty stuff with the fans. It's really gone to their heads because, and I'm not saying stop being a Cowboy fan or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying be mindful of what you're supporting. Like Songo said, you're supporting NFL is a business, first of all. Even though we love the sport and we played Pop Warner football in elementary, junior high, high school, college, you know, some of us higher levels. NFL is a sport. It's a business. Then it's a sport. And obviously we love football. And we're going to love the Cowboys. We're going to cheer for and support our team. And we're going to support the Dallas Cowboys. And that's what we've been doing for all these years. And we haven't been being reimbursed. You know, we spent our last, but hopefully not your last, on cowboy apparel and stuff like that, and season tickets. You got people traveling with the team, and you got the lady on the internet that went viral. She was from Atlanta, and she traveled. That was her first Cowboy game and all that stuff. And you got fans fighting each other, fighting 49er fans and all that, like you at the fucking zoo or at the Sahara Desert or whatever. And just, it's sad. But when you break it down like that, like Songo's broke it down, like I've broken down through the years, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to be against that because they want to continue to support, like a gang, the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I'm diehard, you know, all this stuff. Yeah, I'm diehard too. But I ain't no fool either. I don't need them to survive. Let me repeat that. I love the Cowboys. I will never, ever, ever stop being a Cowboy fan. But I don't need them to survive. If you need the Dallas Cowboys to survive, if you earn a living or whatever, you ain't here. This ain't the place for you. You might not want to hear this. Because that's part of the problem. I'm just going to say we because I'm a Cowboy fan too, even though I'm not on that side, but I'm going to include myself. We're part of the problem. We're the reason why they can get any old coach in here. We're the reason why they can hire any old offensive coordinator. That playbook still look like it's out of high school, college. It looked like he's still interning. That's how them plays look the other day when we played 49ers. It looked like he was still an intern, like he's still in training for being an offense coordinator. But what are all these job offers coming from? Like, are y'all not seeing what the hell we've been seeing for the past 4, 5, 3, however long we had this for? But you going off of stats? Did stats get us past the 49ers? Did stats do any of that? Dak Prescott had a good season, stat-wise. We had some players on here. Diggs had, 10, 11 interceptions. He's going to the Pro Bowl. He was the best corner in the NFL, stat-wise. Michael Parsons, a rookie. Hey, Jorge, appreciate the super chat, bro. Michael Parsons, a rookie. Had one of the best impactful seasons, probably the best defensive player we got on the Cowboys. A rookie. He had, 11 sacks or something like that? He looked amazing. Stat-wise, everything is stats, but nothing is winning. I'd rather win than have stats. So if you want to fight for something, if you want to get out there and embarrass yourself and act like an idiot over the Cowboys, over this bullshit organization, because that's what we are, die hard or not, I don't give a damn. This is a bullshit, it's been a bullshit organization for years. And we've been supporting this bullshit, shit that you walk around and see on the ground, that's what we've been supporting. We've been supporting it. And they were able to get away. They were able to get away with being mediocre. Oh, shit. Hey, man, look at our numbers, dog. They got accountants and shit, man, that sit back and tell Jerry, hey, man, Jerry, say, dog, we didn't go to the playoffs. Hey, look, man, let me put, they ain't got paper no more. They got the internet and all that shit now. They got Chromebooks and shit. Hey, look. Look, see, we didn't. Damn, hold up.
That's all we're getting.
We didn't go to the playoffs. But look at the numbers. Hey man, we made a lot of money this year. Hey man, we're 12-5. On paper, we're the best team. We got Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott and all the other guys. Man, we're good. Hey, we lost to the 49ers, but hey, look at the money we got. Look how much revenue we made. We got fans fighting each other in the stands. Look, Jerry, did you see that? They throwing paper at D. Lawler. They throwing shit at the players and the refs. They in the stands crying and fighting each other. Look what we got them doing, Jerry. He don't care about none of that, man. Dog. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy. Man, say, dog, they would have been out of here, Jack. Hey, don't even get on the bus, man. I know we at home, but still don't get on the bus. He don't care about none of us, man. I'm watching all these stupid ass fans fighting each other. That's embarrassing. And the other fan base, guess what they doing, man? Guess what they doing? They sitting back and they laughing. Hey, look at these stupid motherfuckers, man. Don't y'all see what this has done to us? Oh, I got to make my video, man, because I need that check. Disgusted, man. I'm very disgusted. And now, see, it's the I think season. And now everybody think they know what we need. Every year, everybody knows what we need to win a Super Bowl. Y'all notice that? Just sit back. I call this, I'm already talking about the I think season. The I think season. That's what we in. Because if you watch everybody's video, you're going to hear I think in front of it. Well, I think we need every year. Who else they going to bring in here and waste their years and their life? When the draft comes, what was that, April? Oh, I can't wait for the draft, man. We gotta get for what? I used to do draft and prospects and all that shit. For what? Why am I wasting my time? They haven't proved me wrong. The I think season is where we're at now. So y'all be ready. Oh, it had already started. Everybody talking about, oh, this guy is so-and-so. Oh, we need this guy, we need that guy. To come to this bullshit organization? Really? I was training a guy, a little young guy, man. He's like 22, 21, 22. And we had a delivery at the Star in Frisco. So I had to go to the intercom where the back gate was, where they receive, where the dock is and everything. And I had to push the button on the intercom and say, hey, this is so-and-so company, yada, yada, yada. I'm making a delivery, boom, boom, boom. Had to take a picture of my license, they had to take a picture of my, I'm not licensed. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I had to hold my license, my driver's license, up to the camera on the intercom so they could take a picture of that. They had to take a picture. I had to back up my big ass truck, my big ass 18-wheeler, and so they could take a picture of my the license plate. They took a picture of the tires and all that shit underneath. I was like, God damn, what's this, the military? What the fuck? So they finally opened the gate, and I back up to the dock, boom. And I noticed I looked to my left, and the practice field was right there. And the little guy I was training, man, he was so excited. He was like, man, he got out his phone. He started taking pictures and shit. Oh, man, we go, man. Ooh. Oh, man, I got to take pictures, man. We might see somebody, man. We might see Dak or somebody, man. I was just as calm. But I didn't say nothing. I just let him, do his thing. Because I wasn't going to take his happiness. Who am I to take his happiness away from him? But he was so excited. He was so excited. I felt sorry for him. And he looked at me. He was like, man, the guy checked us in and got the shit out the truck for us, got the forklift, and, got the pallets off, boom, boom, boom. And, they had like these electronic doors, boom, come down and shit. And thinking we was trying to get back there or something and all that shit, And the guy I was training looked at me. He's like, hey, man, why you ain't saying that, man? You ain't happy, man? We at the start, man. This Dallas Cowboys, America's team, yada, 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 yada. And he said, man, I watch your channel, man. I'm a big fan. And, man, what's up? And I nonchalantly looked at him. I said, man, what you want me to say? Oh, man, I thought you'd say something, man. I got these pictures, man, all this stuff. And he was waiting on me to respond. And I had nothing to say. I said, I told him, I said, what you're looking at? Because I asked him, I said, man, how old are you? He said, oh, man, I'm 21. I'll be 22 and stuff. Young people, when you ask them how old they are, it's cute. It's really funny. When you ask them how old they are, they'll tell you their age, but they tell you what they're about to turn. I'm 21, but I'm about to be 22. Bless his heart. But he's like, I'm 21, but I'm about to be 22 in March. I was like, okay, all right, cool, man. I said, you diehard Cowboy fan, fan, right? He's like, yeah, man. Yeah, my dad was a Cowboy fan, man. Yada, 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 yada. He said, man, your dad, y'all about the same age, man, And I was like, yeah, man, okay. I said, so you wasn't around when we was winning the Super Bowls and all that stuff. I said, what you like about the Cowboys? Oh, man, it's just the brand, man. The Cowboy stuff look good on me and all this stuff. And, I like the brand, man. I like the history, I like the history, I looked up the history on the internet and all that stuff, man. And, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, well, I said, what you're seeing is a facade. And he didn't know what a facade was. I said, he said, facade, what? I said, have you ever been to Universal Studios? Or have you ever been to a production company like Paramount or, Fox or WB, have you ever been there? He was like, man, we went to University of Orlando. We went to Disney and all that stuff when I was a little younger. I said, okay. I said, you know how they show you how they show you the movie sets? They show you the movie sets. Everything looks good on the outside. And when you go behind that set, it's nothing but sticks and stuff holding in front of that setup. That's called a facade. He was like, oh, yeah. But what's that got to do with the Cowboys, man? I said, let me explain. A facade is something that looks good on the outside. I said, you got here, you got excited, you saw the field, you saw the practice field, the sports center. You were excited about it. Yeah, man, I was. I said, looked good, right? State of the art. Frisco is like the star where it is, it's like a little village. It's really nice. They got hotels, Omni Hotel, and all that stuff around there. And Jerry Jones has really done his work. And it draws you. You know, you got fans out there taking pictures where the big screen is and all that stuff, man. And there's always, they got restaurants and bars there now, so you can go and kick it there. It don't even have to be a game. You just go and kick it, and they have something playing on the board or something like that on the big screen. It's to draw you in. That's to draw you in. That's the facade. That's all the Cowboys care about. Of the outside. They don't care about you peeking behind and seeing what's really going down. Have you ever seen Back to the Future? Courthouse Square. If you go to Universal Studios, California, Hollywood, you ride the train. They'll give you on the train. You get the VIP too. And you go behind that courthouse where Marty was with the car and everything. If you go behind that courthouse, there's nothing behind it. It's a facade. It's make-believe. There's nothing but sticks and shit holding it up. And they can dress it up anytime they want to. They can take it down, put it up. You know, it's a facade. That's what Jerry Jones, after the Jimmy Johnson era, has created for us fans. We're fighting and looking stupid and going against one another on the internet over a facade. Over magicians. Have you been to the movies, you see a commercial? They make it look all good on the commercial. And when you get to the movies and watch the movie, you're like, it was all right. It was cool. Yeah. That's an example of a facade. It's to get your attention. It's to will you in. And once they get you talking about Die Hard and all that stuff, got tattoos, I bleed blue. Once they get you on that side of it, they know they got you hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. They willed you in. They willed us in. Now, I was a Cowboy fan before Jerry. And then when Jerry came in, he started doing his homework, his research. He even got with the 49ers owner and asked him, how do you run a team? Because the 49ers, they were the team of the 80s. With Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, all those guys, they were winning. They dominated the 80s. Cowboys, Steelers, 70s. 49ers, 80s. Cowboys, 90s. Then Tom Brady and them came in the 2000s. So Jerry Jones asked, see, y'all, a lot of y'all didn't know that. So that's the perks of having a dad that knew Tom Landry and all that, Jimmy Johnson, all that shit. He asked the 49ers owner, hey man, how do you go by doing this? I want to run Cowboy, buy Cowboys, yada yada yada. What's the procedure? All that stuff, Yeah. So he went, and his vision was nice with Jimmy Johnson. Hey man, how about we go buy the Cowboys? I go buy the Cowboys, coaching and all that stuff. We get good talent, and we bring this because when he first came to Dallas, he was doing research on the economy and all that stuff, and how much money we was losing every month and all this stuff, and foreclosed homes. He's like, man, this is a good city for me to. How about we go and bring this city back? Bring some revenue back to this city. How about we do that? And Jimmy John's like, oh, okay, well, shit, cool, So Jimmy Johnson went and found Troy Emmitt Smith. Michael Irvin was already there. He had already been there like a year or two before Jerry Jones. I think Ken Norton was already there. And we had Herschel Walker. But his vision was right. But he got us with bringing all that talent over. And next thing you know, it took like about 2 years to get to a Super Bowl. It didn't take that long. Because Jimmy Johnson had an eye for talent, and we had dogs on both sides of the football. So we won Super Bowl in 92, won Super Bowl in 93. Now that he got the fan base, he got us back. Because that at the end of the 80s, going into the 90s, the fans were like fed up. They were like, shit, I ain't going to no game. I'm tired of looking stupid. I'm tired of being embarrassed. See, you could do that back then. That loyalty shit that game shit wasn't, them motherfuckers wasn't born yet. That supported the team, didn't matter if they was taking their money or not. That don't look at the big picture. See, the fans back then, they were like, man, hey, I can stay at the crib and watch y'all lose. Yeah. I'm good. Give me a reason to come to a game. The show has to be good. You're not going to go to the movies and watch no garbage movie. That preview has to look good. You're not going to go to a theme park if they ain't got no rides. They got to draw you in first. You're not going to go to a store that don't have food. You're not going to go to a mall that don't have clothing lines, clothing stores. You're not going to do it. You're not going to go to a water park and they ain't got no water in the damn pool. Well, I'm a diehard fan, though. That's like me saying going to the swimming pool and somebody tell me, hey, man, ain't no water in the pool. I don't care, man. I just like to swim. But, dude, ain't no water in the pool. What you gonna? I don't care, man. I just like to swim, dog. What you gonna do about it? What the fuck? Now, that's a delusion. But it's something to talk about. People can make money off of it. My boy said them jerseys ain't cheap. Nah, they're not. These jerseys were given to me. They were given to me as a gift from family members because they know how I am about Cowboys. But we've been feeding a monster. To make a long story short, it is too late. That's an hour late. And I get keeping the faith. I get having something to look forward to. I get loving the sport as well as the team. I get all that. But we can't lose sight of what matters. It's winning. We can't lose sight of what matters. And we've lost sight of what matters. My wife and I have Chevys. We drive Chevys. Chevys have been good to us through the years. We've been driving Chevys for a long time. So we just keep getting them. Now she wants the new Chevy Tahoe. Just paid cash for the new Blazer. Just boom, here you go. Now she wants the new Tahoe. And this new baby is gonna break us. This new baby is just, oh my God. She's beautiful, adorable. Man, she is a piece of work. But Chevys are, to us, are reliable. They've been reliable. Never had a problem with them. I got a Chevy that's almost got 200,000 miles on it. Haven't really had a problem on them, knock on wood. I just had to do a tune-up, keep the oil changed, all that stuff. Got brakes put on, and it's like my little runaround car. It gets me back and forth, get me back and forth to A and B. I can trust them. And I'm bringing that up because in order to love something, I'm gonna hit you with this. In order to love something, you have to trust it first. My baby girl, she'll cry. And I didn't think I'd have any more. At 40 years old, I didn't think I'd have any more kids. I didn't. The wife, she's like, I want a girl, yada, yada, yada. And what the wife say, I got to do. She runs the house pretty much. But when she cries, we pick her up. We see what's wrong with her, change the diaper. I was a little rusty because, my boys are big now. And it came back to me on what to do. And she stopped crying. And she stopped crying because she trusts us to do what needs to be done to make her happy. Trust first, then love. So everybody on here talking about die hard, I'm die hard this, and we ride or die, and all this shit, this gang stuff. Can you trust the Dallas Cowboys? Can anybody in the comment section, please answer that question for me? Because in order to love something, you got to trust it first. Can anybody trust the Dallas Cowboys? You can love them all you want. You can DC forever all you want, all that stuff. Can you trust this team? That's the issue that we're having. Jerry Jones all mad at the players and all this stuff. Got Dak Prescott out of character, talking bad about the referees. He got fined $25,000, all that stuff. The referees are not the problem. Dak Prescott. You need to go holler at Troy Aikman for a little bit. Yeah. There are trust issues with this team and Cowboy Nation. Dysfunction, the whole 9 yards. We have a lot of work to do. in this I think season. So everybody that think they can predict what's gonna happen, everybody that think they knows what's gonna happen, everybody that think they knows who we're gonna draft, all that shit, all these bullshit videos. We're about to get 1 million of them, guys. 1 million of them. It don't matter who we bring here. It hasn't mattered who we've brought here. We've had some awesome players come through here, man. Got to be reimbursed. Got to get back to what matters. We could be watching us play right now. Too worried about this and not about this and this. I get this. I get it. But that'll come. It'll really come. You start winning some games. And I went to Walmart this morning, and they had the nerve to have that shit on display in the front. They're trying to get rid of it now. All that stuff was there. Nobody touched it. There was nobody looking at it. All the Cowboy Pearl was there. Ain't nobody got time for this shit, man. I think Cowboy fans are finally fed up. I'm just being honest. We just need to stop turning on each other. We just need to stop allowing them to make us turn on each other. Because it ain't worth it. Because after all the fights and all that stuff, they still making money, man. They still making money. They got us hook, line, and sinker. So we got to get a winning tradition back because we've lost that. I'm sorry if I went on too long, man. I didn't plan on going on this long. I just have to speak my. I get a thought in my head and be like, huh, let me go talk. The Cowboys talk. I got a little time, going here and talk some Cowboy football and stuff. Yeah. Blows my mind. Appreciate it, Eshan. Appreciate it, brother. Hey, Jorge, appreciate the super chat, bro. 3 things we will change this team: coaching, culture, Jerry Jones gone. Yeah, that's what everybody hopes for. I think we say that every pretty much. Actions speak louder than words. There's got to be something different going in this offseason and going into next year. In order for me to get back on the train, I'll never stop being a Cowboy fan. I always got hard. I always continue to make live streams, videos, anything I got time for. But my lifestyle comes first. Cowboys come second. Especially now that that they've fucked over the fan base like they've done throughout the years. Got to earn our respect. They got to earn our trust back. At least earn my respect, earn my trust back. You can't love something if you don't trust it. It's impossible. If you're married, anybody that's married, man or woman, if you're married, can you trust your husband? Can you trust your wife? Can you trust your husband? Can you trust your wife? That's why you love. That's why y'all got married. JJ, appreciate super chat, man. Cowboys looks horrible now with the Bengals win. Oh yeah. Oh, Bengals won? Oh shit. Damn. But yeah, man. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. That was pretty much my aftermath after the aftermath. I don't know when I'll go live again. Maybe I'll get a feeling and come on here and shoot the shit with y'all. You know, I'm not really into the I think season. It's repetitive. Much love to the people that do it. Get on here and talk about our prospects and needs and stuff like that. I don't want to bash them. You know, they're human beings. Much love to them. Much respect to them. I can't do that anymore. I don't know. This team needs so much. It's more than just players. I guess that's why I'm feeling like I am, because it's more than just the players. It's the personnel. I mean, it's the front office. It's the front office. It's more than just players, man. So it's hard to really say right now. It's just premature because the season isn't even over with. We don't know who's going to be here, who's not. Contracts, all that stuff has to come into play first. So it's real premature to get on here and talk about, oh, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to get this guy. And how about this prospect from Michigan or Notre Dame or Florida State or, you know, it's just really premature. It just is. We got to get the right parents in here. We got to get the right teachers in the classroom. Obviously, Jerry's not going anywhere. It's his fucking team. So only way we're going to, you know, get somewhere and do something, Jerry stepped down, but that's never going to happen, you know. So it's really, really hard to move forward. It's really, really hard to move forward, man. And it is what it is. It just, it is what it is, man. But I appreciate y'all listening to me, man. Much love to y'all. God bless you. God bless your families. That's all I got, man. I'll probably do some collabs or something with some people out there. The last collab I did was with Philly Notion, really up and coming YouTuber. He's an Eagles fan, but he's respectable. You know, he's a good guy. He has high energy. He's always got a smile on his face. You know, he's not one of those, you know, gang member type Eagle fans or whatever, you know. So he's realistic like myself. So you know, I go on channels and, you know, show love, respect, because everybody put in time and work doing this out of their day and away from their families and stuff like that. So that's all I got, man. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Dallas Cowboys for life. Love y'all. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up, because you never know what the Bears gonna bring you. I'll be back at your boy. I'm out.